Greetings, technology enthusiasts. I am Chandrahas and I am delighted to be here with you representing CyberBrainer. Do you not believe that the technology sector is advancing at an unprecedented rate, making this an opportune moment to acquire the skills that will facilitate your progress? With CyberBrainer, we are empowering you to take control of your own future. At CyberBrainer, we do not merely impart your interests. We assert that information is power, yet it is the application of knowledge that distinguishes you. Our courses are meant to equip you with essential skills, whether you are pursuing data science, understanding artificial intelligence, or delving into cybersecurity. Let us commence the session and seize the future today. Thank you.
See you soon. I'm trying to show you one of the delivered search report that Workday provides. You can see here, this is one of the search report which actually populates all the learning courses that are available in Workday. All these are the learning courses available in Workday. And based on your requirement, you can select on demand course. And certification criteria competencies. Again, which actually enables more filtering options for your courses and returns the data. These are nothing but there's nothing whatever which has populated based on your search criteria. Traditionally we call it as filter, but in Workday language we call it as facets. For search report options which are available, you on the left side of the screen are called as facets. And here, whatever your final output comes is nothing but here's data that you have returned as per your search criteria. All the list of items will be available here. And you can enter your search criteria here and hit on search. It will be returning your search criteria, your result based on the search criteria. And enter compliance. I was able to return only compliance courses based on the search criteria. I was able to return a few courses that are actually relevant to the search criteria that I've entered. The search report is nothing but which enables you to return the output based on the search criteria you have provided. And you also have a lot of facet options to filter or to actually return actual exact data based on your facet option checkboxes. We'll try to create one search report now. Typically, you actually go for any kind of Workday openings after your computer goes. And if you wanted to apply for any Workday position, basically, you'll be choosing any of the company which is using Workday as their HR system. And you'll try to find if there is any relevant position as per your skill set and apply for that position. All those options you'll be finding in a search report format. Search report will be there, or deliver search report might be there, or any kind of custom report with customized data of search criteria would be created. Such thing, we'll try to create now. This will be called, as we typically can call it, as find job report. Find job report is nothing but which actually returns you a job as per your search criteria. and you have a lot of facet filtering options to choose your job as per criteria that you wanted to have. Search report is nothing but a custom report. Select your search. Type search. Let us see what you can take as job posting. We wanted to open a job site. We'll be selecting job posting. Access job posting is primarily business application returns one and all per job version inclusion progress complete external internal. We can choose a job posting or job posting anchor. Anything will work because job posting is nothing. But once the requisition is created, the requisition will be posted. You post it in the recruiting. When it is posted, it will be available for internal candidates and external candidates to apply for the job and go for a recruiting process. Selecting job posting anchor. Search results will actually ask you what are the search details that you wanted to have. Job posting, which job posting that you wanted to have, job requisition ID, location of that job, and any kind of criteria that you wanted to have for job posting, whether it is a spotlight job. Spotlight job is nothing but important and typically kind of job that requires an extensive recruiting attention when you wanted to find any open position. And start date of job posting and end date of job posting. All these things you'll be able to find when you're applying for the job. This kind of information we'll try to enter. You have created all the search actual data that you can return in your search report. Now we'll do some face-to-face filtering options to actually look for actual data. You have an option. You can go for internal job posting or external job posting. You can print out your job questions here. The job posting is nothing but once a requisition is created and job is posted, the recruiter will be selecting whether this position of this job is available for external candidates or only for internal candidates. If it is for external, you will be filtering your data from external job posting, or if it is internal, you also go for internal job posting. If you're going for both, then select our operator, which will return both internal position, internal posting or external posting. It will be returned. And the next is you need to select your face at filtering option. What kind of options that you wanted to show your face? It filter will be selecting here. You go advanced. What is it filters you? Multiple facet options that enables you to select appropriate job as needed. The difference between the hierarchy 1 and hierarchy 2. Location hierarchy 1 is nothing but a region. Region and hierarchy 2 which actually returns just states. Let's say if you are actually going for any kind of job in the United States. Hierarchy 1 returns you all the regions of the US and hierarchy 2 returns all the states of the US. Memory location where the access job posting or job is available. What are the skills that are required for the job? Level of the job. Generally, in any of real-time scenario, you can consider external careers as your external posting site because external career site is one of the recruiting site. What we'll be creating. And that will actually enable us to post the job for external candidates. But since you know there are a few other that are available, might be few jobs are available in this portal. And there's a reason I've selected all, but in real time we will see only external careers. This would be like your LinkedIn and your ZipRecruiter and those sites. Because we wanted to have job posting as a primary field that needs to populate when you're searching for a job. And once you create a Workday account, you will be going to this page. And you will find it the relevant job positions that will be available for you to apply for. Somebody like me who's not from HR or HCMM, will it be possible to apply through them? Yes, we can go there and I can find, let's say, Workday Reporting Analyst position would be there for you. If you find any of the position called Workday Reporting Analyst or Reporting Specialist kind of position, you can. If you see that kind of position in LinkedIn, you can click on Apply button and that will ask you to create a Workday account. And once you go there, you will be finding all this job information. You will find anything called reporting, reporting specialist will be entering. We don't have anything called reporting here, but in general scenario, if you see anything for reporting, you will be going there and they will be filtering or based on country, which country that you wanted to have. And full-time, part-time. And job level, whether it is individual contributed or any other levels. Location region, which is nothing but hierarchy 1. I think this is one of the major concerns I have, that after doing this course, I should be able to materialize. I'm not looking for a very high up position. I'm just looking for something that I can start working. Even if it's just reporting. Just not a fair level, but something which would be relevant to your learnings or what kind of posting you'll be looking for. You'll be looking for Workday positions on the right. I'm thinking I'm doing HCM as well on the side, and I understand that quite well. But I would like to do reporting because it's fun. Some organizations will have positions only for reporting. Reporting specialist, reporting analyst kind of positions you'll be having. You can straightly go there and you can apply for that position. There will be kind of analytics, kind of positions, reporting analytics, which will basically ask you for dashboard and for reporting skills. Have you created a report and have you configured any kind of dashboard? Such kind of things. We ask you, you can actually apply for those positions as well. I was looking at that today. Actually, it's funny that you showed this because I was searching for that to see. I will create reports that you have taught us that I know how it works. If I'm questioned on it as well. Yes, you can. Whatever reports that you're getting created here, you can mention all the report names. You're an expert in creating search report, you're expert in managing trended metrics advanced report, and will also be covering the transposed and transposed report will be creating and inbox report will be creating. You can say that you're expert in all report types, that there are a lot of chances to filter your resume. And will also be creating calculus, I think from day after tomorrow. We'll be getting into calculus concept and will be covering most of the important calculus that are available in Workday. And you can add that skill set also in your resume, which gives weightage for your resume. Thank you. These are how you will be actually managing search report, and you can go for any kind of search report if you wanted to do workers. If you wanted to find workers, you can go for workers data source and create a worker report. And if you want to find any kind of mentors, who generally every organization will be having mentors and mentorship. You'll be selecting those options as well to actually filter your data with search results. These are the search reports, again the kind of specific requirement for this kind of requirements. And how I've created find jobs. Find jobs is nothing but which is used to actually find your job when you are actually applying for any kind of job recognition. When you have such kind of requirements, you'll be creating such report and you'll be managing that to populate the data based on your search criteria. Do you have any questions on search report? No, it's quite straightforward. Like it's basically the facets of filtering on the side. That's, I think, the main concept. Sometimes you'll be asked to provide a lot of face filtering options that enables you to choose your data according to your face filter. You'll be having a lot of options which you can choose. And where would you normally get this kind of requirement? From which kind of team, like which team would be asking for this? Or is it from any team wanting to know what positions are available within the organization? Their superior. It's something like whatever data that we've created now, there's something related to recruiting, right? Recruiting will be posting jobs and Canada will be actually selecting a job based on the filter criteria. Recruiting time might be reaching you. Hey, We wanted to have a kind of report that should be for external as well as internal, and which actually results all the jobs that we have internally, and Canada should be able to apply the job. Your recruiting team might be requesting you, and you'll be creating a report and you'll be handing over. You'll be reviewing the output and then you'll hand over the report to them. And find workers, find mentors or learning courses, as what we have seen, learning courses availability. And if you wanted to create a report for all the workers and find worker information, if you wanted to find any kind of worker based on any kind of face to face filtering option, whether it's contractor, full-time or based on skill set, based on location, based on their country. If you wanted to find all the employees, you can go for creating the worker report and give all the face-to-face filtering options. They will be able to choose employees for a particular country, particular region, state location, and contract worker type, employee type. All these are the face filtering options you will be comparing, and that will allow you to pick the employees based on your filter criteria. Accordingly, your search result will be returned based on the criteria you have given. In any of the module, you will have a request and mostly worker related reports. You will be creating and jobs. What we have created is one of the important reports that we'll be creating as part of such. Let's see if we can try to create another report. Let's take Transposed report. Transposed report is a kind of report which actually changes columns to rows and rows to columns. You rarely get options that you create. It's not a kind of criteria or important type of report. I can say it's not that kind of important. Search report, advanced matrix, tended are mostly using reports. And all other types, you hardly get a chance or you never get a chance to create whatever you're saying now. But it's better to know how it functions, how it actually returns the data. Thank you. Some basic information. We were discussing about search. We just created one search report. I'll show you. This transpose report. How search report will work. Transpose report. Transpose report and all of the rest of the reports are not that important for you. You'll hardly get the requirements to create this kind of reports. But till search report, the kind of important report type that you must be aware. You get any kind of requirement, you can go ahead and create those reports. If you know how to actually specify basic filter options and any kind of data that you wanted to search, you can actually do that. All these reports that I'm creating now are not that important. But it's better to know how it functions and how it returns the data. See here what is the meaning of transpose report. Transpose report is nothing but which populates data where columns will be shown as rows and rows will be shown as columns. If you create any advanced report, how it used to populate, you see it employee name, hire rate. Suppose your organization cost center has kind of columns, right? You're seeing now there's a kind of rows and columns as columns and columns as rows. You're seeing here, there is nothing different. What will be the same, but only the thing is there will be interchange between rows and columns. There is the only difference. Other than that, data part and filtering part, everything has helped you manage an advanced report. Only thing is the way it populates the data. The way it shows you the output is a little different than your regular reports. You'll be seeing all rows as columns and the columns as rows. That is the only difference that you have. And this kind of reports you hardly get a chance to create because there is nothing specification here. There is no kind of specific reason why you go for transpose report. But if business wanted to have all the columns as rows, you can go for this kind of report. But most of the business use cases will not have any of this requirement. You can just go for travel report, which is nothing but advanced report. But yes, you can know when someone asks you what is the difference between advanced and transposed, you should be able to define advanced report populates the data as rows and columns. And transpose report is quite opposite to advanced report, which will be populating rows as columns and columns as rows. And I didn't say really, you'll be getting chance. I never got a chance to create a transpose report. I created a census report. I'm going to try to show you that report. Silence. 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 search report. This is nothing, but I might have told you when we were discussing what types of reports. Search report will be returning all the data based on your search criteria. Whatever search criteria you have given, your data will be populated based on the criteria. And it also has some kind of filtering options which we typically call as face head filters in Workday. And that will allow you to select your data according to your requirement. And then, based on your face head filtering options, the checkboxes that you will be making your data will be returned accordingly. Now I'll be running the report that I've created because the search report data. You will see your output in this way. You can enter any of the criteria that you wanted to have, and accordingly your search criteria will be entered. Search data will be returned. You don't have to find any of the direct information that you are posting. I'm getting all the related information. Search criteria will be returning data according to your search criteria that you will be given. And other than this, you also have an option to filter your country. Only in a year's jobs has to be populated. And only full-time jobs needs to be populated. And direct operation. Regular fixed term options will be there. Based on your face head filtering option, your data will be filtered actually. Your actual data will be filtered and it will be populated. Remember what I was explaining on this report is search report is nothing but which actually used based on your search criteria. And this specific report, whatever I was showing you now, find jobs is nothing but whenever you are applying for any kind of jobs in Workday portal. In Workday portal, you'll be getting similar kind of report where you'll be selecting your job according to your skills, according to your location, according to your country requirement. You'll be selecting those options and you'll be finding relevant jobs. And you can go to that particular job and apply for that position. In general recruiting, you can go to that particular job and you can apply for this position. Basically, when we go for any kind of Workday sites in our Workday portal, if you see any LinkedIn posting, then you click on LinkedIn posting and accordingly you'll be getting into Workday portal. And there once again in the Workday, you'll be seeing similar reports operating with all the jobs. You'll be getting the filter according to your filter criteria. A test report is one of important reports. Not very frequently you'll be getting, but based on business requirement, not too many you'll be getting. But based on the specific requirement, you'll be getting a chance to create reports related to candidates, related to jobs, related to workers, related to, if you wanted to find employees specific to country, give option to business to select based on country, based on employee type, based on worker type location. All these things you can specify as an asset printer. And finally, your worker report will be trimmed actually. Such kind of reports also you'll be able to create based on your business requirement. Find jobs you have created where you are able to give all these fields. You see, whatever you were seeing there, job posting and requisition ID, title, location, spotlight. You were able to give all these fields to be populated there. And that's what you are seeing here. the main data. You are seeing all that information. Using job posting title, job requisition, ID posting date, and whether it is a spotlight job or not. And as far as the kind of location we have given, all these things are based on your data that you have given while creating a report that will be populated accordingly. And similarly, these options. Whatever you are seeing here, these are nothing but basic filtering options where you will not go for filter and give this information. You will not add any kind of filters here, but you have an option to go to advanced, where you will be having face side filtering label. You can do whatever face side filtering options that you wanted to give. That will actually filter out your data after you run the report. Search report is one of the important report. I can say after all your matrix, your trended, your advanced. Search report is one of the other important type of report that you had to get a chance to create. Any questions? Search report, transversal report, any questions? No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for reviving it again. We have the other report type inbox report and composite report. I can say those are another two types of report which are rarely used and mostly not, but it's better for you to know. Probably we'll be covering those two report types in tomorrow's session. And with that, we'll be covering all the report types in Workday. And then we are good to start our calculated fields from day after tomorrow. We'll be still creating reports, but we'll be knowing only specific cases, specific usage, how to use a calculated field, and what kind of functions that we have in calculated fields, and what would be the requirement, business requirement or external system when you are sending data. Well, it is an integration requirement that integration team has and would have requested you to create a report based on vendor requirement. And to achieve that requirement, you might be going to create some calculated fields and all. We'll be seeing all that kind of functions and how to tweak the data, how to manage and optimize the data and all. We'll be seeing that in calculated fields from our probably once we are done with the last level of reporting tomorrow. We'll be getting into calculated fields and we'll be covering a few more. We'll be creating a few more reports with all the calculated field functions. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.